Stabilo BOSS versus Stabilo Swing Cool highlighter pens. Now one is fat and the other one is thin, but what are the other differences in these pens? The Swing Cool highlighter has what's known as a beveled tip, and this allegedly causes finer and slightly thinner lines. When we take a look at the BOSS highlighter pen, this has what's known as a chisel tip, which apparently gives smoother, thicker lines because it's very easy to maneuver. However, I tested these claims by making two lines. The first one with the smaller Swing Cool and the second line with the BOSS. And whilst the BOSS does have a bigger line, when you scrutinize how big these lines actually are, they do appear very similar. The difference is almost negligible. Here I flipped over the page just to see if the bleeding is the same, and indeed it is. For all intents and purposes, the ink and everything else appears to be the same. The only difference is the slight adjustment in the tip. Okay, so now we're gonna open the Stabilo BOSS and the Stabilo Swing Cool just to see what's inside. Is the ink reservoir larger in the Stabilo BOSS? You would assume it is, just because it's larger. Is this true? Indeed it is. The Stabilo BOSS is on the left, and judging by the volume of that thing, it surely has a longer lifespan than the Swing Cool. I would say it's at least twice as large in volume. If there's any mathematicians out there, try and work out how much more ink is in there, but I'm gonna take a conservative guess at 3 times more. Could be 2.5 once you squish down the Swing Cool. But yeah, it's way bigger. So let's take another look at the tips. Here we have the iconic BOSS with its chisel tip. Now let's put them both together just to get a nice view of the beveled versus the chisel tip. So just take a look. It's really, really similar. And I believe the point of the beveled tip on the Swing Cool is so that you can use the nib on the very point at the end to make small lines. Let me show you what I mean by this. So in short, you just turn the pen around 180 degrees and you highlight with the nib at the end. And the Swing Cool does appear to be a bit smoother when doing this. With that being said, the BOSS does it adequately well, and judging by the lines at the end, you can see they look very similar. The only difference is the BOSS big line is a bit bigger than the Swing big line. So the two main differences in these highlighters are 1, the ink reserve, and 2, the portable factor. So if you want a more portable highlighter, go for the Swing Cool, but if you don't care about the portable factor and you want a higher ink reserve in your highlighter, go for the Stabilo BOSS. So the main question to ask is, do you need a portable highlighter? If the answer is yes, the Swing Cool is a great option, and if you just need office or studying highlighters for home, then get the Stabilo BOSS. The links are in the description if you want to purchase these, and also subscribe to stay up to date with fun and interesting review videos.